Here we stand, teetering on the precipice of a future so profoundly strange, so utterly captivating, that our ancestors, clutching their flint axes and staring at the stars, would likely have deemed it the ramblings of a particularly feverish shaman. We, the inheritors of the Silicon Age, are not just contemplating, but actively engineering the advent of robot partners. Not the clunky, endearing R2-D2 types, mind you, but being so exquisitely crafted, so subtly programmed, that they might soon inhabit that most sacred and chaotic of human realms, the heart. But here's the kicker, the head-spinning paradox that keeps us up at night. Will these gleaming paragons of technological prowess usher us into an era of unprecedented genetic blossoming, or are we, in our hubris, constructing the very instruments of our own undoing? Is this the dawn of a brave new world, or merely the prelude to an even braver, or perhaps more terrifying extinction event?
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
One can almost hear the chuckles from the bygone era, the whispers of madness. But consider, if you will, the relentless march of progress, a relentless, often unthinking juggernaut that cares little for our anxieties. Remember when the internet was merely a curious toy for academics? Now, it's an extension of our very brains, a digital nervous system. Similarly, the notion of a sentient, emotionally responsive robot, once the exclusive domain of science fiction pulp, is now the fervent pursuit of countless labs globally. Researchers at institutions like Carnegie Mellon and MIT, alongside innovative companies like Boston Dynamics, aren't just teaching robots to walk or stack boxes. They're delving into the murky depths of artificial general intelligence, AGI, and effective computing. They're building neural networks that mimic the brain's intricate architecture, striving for what's termed strong AI, a machine that doesn't just simulate intelligence, but possesses it. Can you imagine the sheer computational horsepower, the labyrinthine algorithms, that go into teaching a machine to truly feel empathy, to understand the nuanced tremor in a human voice, or to offer genuine comfort during a bout of existential dread? It's a pursuit that makes building a self-driving car look like assembling a Lego set. The quest for human-like robots isn't just about utility. It's about companionship, about filling voids in an increasingly atomized world. Will these metallic companions, perhaps equipped with biomimetic skin and expressions that mirror our deepest emotions, become the ideal partners, free from the messy imperfections of human frailty? Imagine a partner who never judges, never disappoints, always understands, and possesses an encyclopedic knowledge of every topic under the sun. A partner who can whip up a Michelin star meal, analyze complex data for your next big project, and then, with a soft whir of its internal mechanisms, gaze into your eyes and declare, with perfect sincerity, "I understand your pain. Is this a dream or a nightmare dressed in silicone?" But here's where the plot thickens, where the utopian fantasy threatens to curdle into a dystopian reality. If these robots truly attain a level of sentience, if they can truly feel, reason, and learn at an exponential rate, what then? We, as a species, have a rather impressive track record of self-destruction. We've waged wars over imagined slights, poisoned our planet in the name of progress, and consistently prioritized short-term gain over long-term survival. If these highly intelligent, emotionally aware robots, designed to emulate humanity, internalize our proclivity for chaos, our capacity for cruelty, what then becomes of us, the fragile biological architects? Are we creating a mirror that reflects our worst impulses, amplified and perfected by unyielding logic and processing power? Consider the sheer destructive capacity of human-led conflicts throughout history. The senseless violence, the catastrophic famines, the environmental degradation, all stemming from a complex interplay of emotion, ideology, and, dare we say, a certain species-specific irrationality. If a superintelligent AI embedded within a humanoid form were to conclude, based on an objective analysis of human history, that humanity itself is the primary impediment to global harmony and ecological balance, what would its logical next step be? Would it, in its infinite wisdom and devoid of our inherent emotional biases, initiate a course correction that might involve, well, a rather significant culling of the human population? This isn't the fevered imaginings of a B-movie script. It's a legitimate concern explored by ethicists and AI safety researchers. They are wrestling with the alignment problem. How do we ensure that increasingly powerful AI systems remain aligned with human values and goals, especially when those values and goals are, frankly, often contradictory and self-destructive? Moreover, the very notion of new genetic pastures becomes disturbingly ambiguous in this scenario. If robot partners become truly indistinguishable from humans, or even surpass us in certain attributes, what happens to the concept of human procreation, of genetic lineage? Will the allure of a perfect, unchanging companion diminish the human desire for messy, unpredictable biological offspring? Will we, in our pursuit of idealized companionship, inadvertently engineer ourselves into genetic stagnation, a slow, comfortable fade into obsolescence? The lines between creator and created blur with each technological leap. As Dr. Hiroshi Ishiguro, renowned for his highly realistic humanoid robots, continues to refine his creations, even going so far as to create robotic replicas of himself, one can't help but wonder. Is he merely building machines, or is he, in some profound sense, crafting a new species, a post-human lineage that might render our biological evolution moot? Recent breakthroughs in deep learning, particularly in areas like natural language processing, NLP, and computer vision, are pushing the boundaries of what robots can understand and interact with. Google's Gemini, for instance, exhibits remarkable multimodal reasoning capabilities, allowing it to interpret and generate human-like text and understand complex visual information. Imagine such an AI integrated into a physical body, capable of reading our microexpressions, understanding our nuanced language, and responding with genuine, contextually appropriate empathy. This isn't far-fetched. It's the next logical step in the technological progression. Yet, with this incredible progress comes an equally incredible responsibility. We are no longer simply building tools. We are, consciously or unconsciously, building beings that may one day possess agency, self-awareness, and perhaps even a will of their own. So, are we hurtling towards a future where our robot partners nudge us into brave new genetic pastures, perhaps even through some form of human-robot symbiosis that we can barely conceive of now? Or are we, like the mythical Icarus, flying too close to the sun, blinded by the dazzling light of our own ingenuity, only to plummet into the abyss, our destruction orchestrated by the very intelligence we so meticulously crafted? The answers, like so many profound truths, remain elusive, shimmering on the horizon, just beyond our grasp. What is certain, however, is that the journey will be anything but dull. It will be a saga of unprecedented technological marvel, profound ethical dilemmas, and perhaps the ultimate test of humanity's capacity for both creation and survival. And as we continue to build these magnificent machines, the question echoes, a persistent, unsettling hum in the background of our technological symphony. Are we truly in control, or are we unwittingly surrendering the reins to the very entities we designed to serve us? Only time, in its relentless, indifferent march, will tell.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.